Okay, so what we would like now is to have our window, the window that we have popping up, we want it to close when we hit the X. So we're going to actually, let me just stick another class right in here. So this is the class definition for the Hello World app. And you see how it's highlighted when I click on this brace. This brace gets highlighted. Everything in between these braces is part of the definition for the class. So just like I said how individual methods, functions have their, constructors and stuff have their own definitions, the class also has its own definition. So I'm going to make another class and call it Hello Window Adapter. So the window adapter. Well, let's see. Let's give it a opening and a closing. So an opening brace and a closing brace. So now it's a whole class, right? Let's look at window adapters for a second. Let me pop up the. So again, this is something you can just Google Java API window adapter. You can find this stuff. This one is part of the package java.awt.event. So we're going to need, and see, you can actually just copy this if you want to, java.awt.event.windowAdapter. You just have to remember to write, when you're importing it, you need to write import in front of it here. So import, and I'll just paste it in. Boom, like that. And again, now it's saying we don't have it yet. So one of the cool things about Java classes, and remember we talked about the that there are other classes available, like the frame class we just used, right? So one way that you can reuse a class is just directly calling its constructor and then using that object. But another way, cool way that you can reuse a class is with inheritance. So I'm going to create an adapter that knows how to do everything that a window adapter knows how to do. So extends window adapter. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, that means that my let's see, that was frame. Where did I have that? Oh, that means that my Hello Window Adapter knows how to do all this stuff, because this is everything that a window adapter knows how to do. Okay, and anything that that window adapter might have inherited from anybody else, right? So window adapter, and we say one way to express this is to say a window adapter is a superclass of my Hello Window Adapter, or Hello Window Adapter is a subclass of window adapter. Or they also talk about Hello Window Adapter being a child of window adapter, or window adapter being a parent. So yeah, so all these things, window activated, window closed. And remember before I said that the technologies are set up so that the Java virtual machine sits on top of your computer. Your computer recognizes when a mouse has been clicked and all that stuff, and it automatically notifies the Java virtual machine, and the Java virtual machine activates these different objects that are built into Java, right? So one of them is the window adapter. So when a mouse click is or a drag or something like that is recognized by the computer, it'll notify the Java virtual machine, and the Java virtual machine, if it's relevant to the window, it'll click on that. So you'll have a window closing event if you click on this little X here. And there are different kinds of events, like when a window first opens, or if the state changes, like when you resize a window and stuff like that. All these things can be called automatically by Java, or by the Java virtual machine, as soon as it gets notice from your computer. Okay, so let's look at how we can use that here. So what we can do is we can write a method, and basically what we're doing is we're going to write our own function now. So we're doing this bit. Okay, at this point we're going to write the definition of the function here, and then we're going to use that function. Okay, so we're going to define a function for that window closing thing. I got to make sure I spelled it right, so let me go here. So we have window closing, window event, and it's a void guy. So void, actually let me just pick this part. So I'm going to say copy and go in here. So this is going to be a void method, and the name of it is going to be window closing. Let me just stick in a body so I can get rid of that. Okay, so now it has a body to it. But look at, I imported window adapter, but I didn't import window event. So let's see, maybe I can just have NetBeans do it for me. What it says Alt Enter to show hints. Does that do it? Oh, here. Oh. So if I, okay, so if I just do a regular left click on it, it says add the import for java.awt.event.window-event. That's exactly the one I want. So it added it for me. Let me make sure. Yep, there it is. But we're still getting complaints here. What does it say? I need to add override annotation. Oh, you know what? It says change it to public. I think that's what I'll do. Because I'm going to want to use this publicly. So, yeah, so there are these access variables. You'll usually see public or private. Sometimes you'll see protected. Yeah, for the most part, we can have public methods. But okay, so I'm going to stick that in. So this tells me this is a public method. Don't worry about what that means yet. It's a void return type. So actually, you know, with math functions, you always get some value returned, right? You're getting a 5 here. But with Java functions, you don't always need to get a value back. Sometimes you just want something to be done. So that's when we do void. Okay, and in our window closing, what is it that we want to happen? Well, we want to just exit out. So there's a system. So again, the system class has a function called exit. And we're just going to give it a value of 0. It wants an integer. We'll give it a 0, meaning, you know, that's 0 is usually what you use for exit when you're exiting normally. Okay, it just indicates you're exiting normally. What else do we have? We want to stick in override annotation here, according to NetBeans. You might not get that if you're doing Eclipse. Doesn't matter. It's not a biggie. So let us. Okay. Oh, so now, yeah. So now we've created the adapter, but we haven't. So we've done the defining part, but we haven't. We're not using it anywhere. So we haven't used it yet. So in the next video, we'll see how to actually create. Remember, we said when you have something, once you have a class, you can create new objects from that class. So we created a frame object. So in the next video, we'll create our Hello Window Adapter and see how we use that with our frame.